This segment of Showcase is brought to you by All American Mobility, and the goal here is to make sure that your life can remain accessible and functioning as best as possible, and that's why Clay and his team here are able to help you with that. We're talking ramps today.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us, why would someone have the need to get a ramp installed in their home?
Yeah, so could be for multiple reasons. Short-term accident, they're going to be off their feet for a few months or weeks and they need it pretty quick. Or it could just be, I'm staying in the home that I love and I want to be here and I need something permanent. So it could be either or.
How often do you get calls from people that have just found out they need it pretty immediately?
Fortunately, too often.
Right.
You never want to get those calls, but at least we are a resource for it, where we can come out within a day or two and have something set up. So it's pretty often.
So can you show us a little bit about how these ramps work?
I can.
Okay.
So they're going to be an aluminum modular style ramp, basically. They're going to be full ADA code as far as the width. So whether you're in a wheelchair or a knee scooter, walking, it can accommodate all of that. And then they're freestanding, so we can put them on your home, have them set up. Once you don't need them anymore, we take them down and your home is in the original state. We don't have to tie in or anything.
That's incredible. And can you rent this as well?
You can, yes.
Okay.
Yep. So we do purchases and rentals. Rentals would happen more so in that immediate need, but yes, we do a month-to-month rental on them.
I can imagine that would be really nice too if you're going to visit someone and their home is not accessible, to be able to rent that and be able to do that, or maybe it's a river home or a vacation place where you're staying, you guys can be able to provide for that.
Exactly, yeah, not only injury, but yes, events, things of that nature for sure.
All right, so let's go up the ramp and check it out. So this is aluminum, you said?
It is, it's aluminum.
It's funny, I've seen people try to DIY their own ramps, and it never really goes well for them. The width is not wide enough or the materials are not good. It ends up splitting. You guys are doing it safely, so that way it can also carry the weight of if there was a wheelchair or device being used.
Yep. Weight of a wheelchair, slip resistant. We do them to where the slope isn't too steep for the person using it, so
Right.
we'll run into.
These are things that some of us would be like, I could do that. The regular person, we can't do that. That's why you guys are the expert at this. Okay, so in addition to having the ramp like this, we have this machine as well. Tell us a little bit about this, Clay.
That's called a vertical platform lift. Some people call it a porch lift. It's almost like a small unenclosed elevator, basically. So this would come into play when space is an option or is an issue. So it doesn't take up as much space as a ramp does.
And you just hit the up button?
You do.
Can I do it?
Yep.
Okay. One thing I really like as you've been showing us around the showroom here is that it's very easy to operate. I think everything has just really been a really easy push button or a lever, so that it's not complicated to have to learn a whole new system.
Exactly.
Which is really nice.
Yep. They try to make them very user-friendly.
It is very user-friendly. Even I can use it, Clay. So then when you get to here, what happens? This just, easy. Great, so a lot of different options available. For someone who doesn't know what they may need at their home, and they're like, we need to make a change, we're having someone come stay with us, or we'd like to stay in our home and be able to make it more accessible, how do they work with you to be able to plan out what their needs are?
Yeah, so basically they just call us, we set up the appointment for the evaluation so we can come out and see everything they have, and then we try to point them in the right direction from there. So
how often do you find that someone goes for one thing, but then they actually need a couple more things to make sure that it's truly accessible?
Pretty often that can be a misconception with how many steps you have versus how long your ramp needs to be. So the information is free, and that's why we're here to share it.
Well, I love the customer service. I love that you've got all these great options, and you can find out more. You can go online or come to the showroom. We're here in Fredericksburg and learn more all about it. And I love everything you guys are doing to make sure that people can stay in the places they love and see the people they want to see. And you can find out more right here. This segment of Showcase is brought to you by All American Mobility.